Good evening, brothers. This is Dr. James Bullard with Brother Ralph Patterson, and this is another edition of Golden Insights, a tradition at the Alexander Fairfax chapter. And we're going to have an exciting evening because we're going to get a lot of input from Brother Ralph Patterson. He's got quite a story to tell. So, Brother Patterson, would you tell us when did you pledge Kappa Alpha Psi and where did you pledge Kappa Alpha Psi?
I pledged Kappa Alpha Psi in 1961, Gamma Omega, Cheney State University of Pennsylvania.
Okay, and so when you pledged, as I understand it, there was not much doubt that you would pledge Kappa Alpha Psi because of your family and legacy connections. Is that true?
That is exactly true. I had two uncles that were already Kappas, and when I got to Cheney, my brother who preceded me there, he had pledged Kappa 2 years before I got there, so everyone just expected me to pledge. I did spend a few minutes with some of the other organizations on campus because a lot of those people were in my classes. But I ended up going Kappa, and it's one of the best things I've ever done.
Outstanding. As an undergrad, you actually were achiever very early on because you are a former junior grand vice polemarch of Kappa Alpha Psi. Now tell us a little bit about how that happened and what that was like.
At first, I was the keeper of exchequer of the undergraduate chapter. Then I was also on the province board of directors. And then one of the chapter members who had initiated me talked to me about running for junior grand vice polemarch, and he assisted me in putting together some identifying information that I used to campaign in Boston. And it's really, having achieved that has really been outstanding. The role models that I had a chance to meet in the way of the grand polemarchs that I met, including Hillary Holloway and Millspawn and Bradley, and then the founders. I said almost all the meetings I attended. Baron K. Armstrong attended just about every meeting that I attended, and also the grand chapters. He also, let's see, Alexander and Irving and Armstrong and a couple other founders I've met during my time in Kappa.
So it sounds like you met founder Baron K. Armstrong the most.
Yes.
Just a word about what was he like?
He was very interesting. He was very easy to talk to. He was always there. He didn't get into a lot of dialogue with you, but he would talk to you. If you asked him questions, he'd be more than happy to answer them. At the time, he was a little bit ill and he was in a wheelchair. But in spite of that, he showed up to all of the board meetings and the grand chapter meetings that I attended.
That's outstanding. And so after you left Cheney State, what industry were you in after that?
After I left Cheney State, I taught mathematics in the Philadelphia Public Schools for about 3 years, and then I joined IBM, and I worked with IBM in about 8 states, and retired in 2002 after 36 years.
Outstanding. And as I recall, you were an executive with IBM?
Yes, I was in both management and staff positions throughout the country. Yeah. I achieved a third level management.
Okay. Now, one of the other things we tease you about is being life member 27, right? So you have one of the earliest life membership bands. Is that true?
That's true. That life membership number is 27. I wish it would have been a lower number because it took me 4 years to get my life membership pen at $300. Had I had more money to invest in that, I would have got it done sooner. But yeah, I'm very proud of the fact that I did that, and I'm enjoying that.
Outstanding. So are there any other specific achievements or anything else you'd like to share with us?
Well, at Cheney, I was in Who's Who in American universities and colleges. That was something that the university put the paperwork together for, and I did that. And I also, with United Negro College Fund, I got the Outstanding Achievement Award from them, Volunteer of the Year. The year that I ran the telethon for Canton, Akron, and Cleveland. Also, I got a service award from the Akron Alumni Chapter. In Akron, I spent about 8 years working there. And all the other chapters I went in, I was always either a keeper of records, keeper of exchequer, was first vice polemarch, and then in Kansas City Alumni, I was polemarch of that chapter. And I was pleased with the opportunity that they gave me after only being there for 2 or 3 years to achieve both vice polemarch and first vice polemarch and polemarch of the Kansas City Alumni Chapter.
Now, because we're local in Washington, D.C., there are a couple of people that are in the news business that are fairly famous that you know of. Would you share that with us very briefly as we conclude?
Yes. Channel 4 News, Jim Vance, he was on my line and we were initiated together. Ed Bradley, he's an eternal scroller.
From 60 Minutes, right?
From 60
CBS.
Minutes on CBS. He pledged with us also. And anytime I used to see Ed, we always gave me a very warm welcome and a warm response. And we enjoyed the fact that we went to Cheney. And we talked about that often.
Brother Patterson, it's been exciting talking about your history in Cap Alpha Psi and the people that you met. Any final comments or stories?
The only thing I'd like, I guess, to close with is the fact that I had 2 uncles that were Kappas. I have 3 brothers that are Kappas, and I have 2 sons that are Kappas.
Brother Ralph Patterson, Kappa family, good Kappa man. Thank you very much for sharing your golden insights.
And thank you.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's right.